Okay. I was messing with some of the stream settings, so let me know if I got an echo or if something's off. I think everything should be working. Here, let me give it a nice little party. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. And I accidentally banned poor Manny. Not even like, I didn't even just take his moderator rights away. I banned him. I was just clicking buttons. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, what does this do? Whoops. So I think it's all fixed now. Okay. Yes, that should be fine. This is what I'm doing. Look at this. I have the camera like super high up now. So we'll see. It should be better. So this is oh look, I got all kinds of, I could put you guys even higher. Panel 1, I think this is page 7. So okay, where were we? We got the dimes out of the penny jar. We started stacking. Oh, you guys didn't even see this page. I just did it. So then we stack and stack and stack dimes and then pennies, because it's mostly a jar of pennies. So then he says like, let's clean this up or something. This page, what did it earn me? I got what flavor of ice cream did I get? I missed out on the May flavors. They ran out, so they just had like last month's flavors. How does it even work? I guess ice cream lasts a while, but what did I eat? I don't even remember. Something I'd had before. But now the new June flavors are up, so I need to hurry up and finish. So he's like, let's clean this up. He goes, he's like walking through the kitchen. Total mess. And what's on this side? More mess. Then he turns around again to see even more mess. So the house, I was looking for a kind of an interesting fixture. Not interesting so much, but more like his house is kind of built in the 20s or something. And hold on a second, I gotta fix this. There's like a guy warming up his motorcycle or something outside, so I just closed the door. That and puppy dogs. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, Grump's house was kind of built maybe in the like 1920s, like a craftsman bungalow type. I don't know what. So I figured, well, what kind of bulbs do they have back then? And it was hi Vince, how you doing? It's like this weird fixture in the ceiling that's got like these two bulbs that just hang out on the bottom. So I figured, all right, we'll do that. And let's see, this is where the page will get cut off. Oh, whoops, I keep doing that. All right, so then that's probably where the page will get chopped. And it's on this side, it's gonna be like right here. How have you been doing, Vince? What do you got going on? Let's see. And that's the edge of this page. I need to get new paper. I'm already almost out. Okay, so yeah, I still have a lot to figure out. It's just like kind of a wispy outline of a drawing, but he should be dressed like this. He's so mad. So let's see. Of all the things I have to figure out, it's like all of the... Hi Lynn, how are you doing? Omar, hello. Nice to see you. I'm just about to like figure some of this stuff out. I have just shapes of garbage on the table here. It's like I know the shape of the mass of garbage pile, but not the pieces. So I have to figure out what pieces fit these shapes that I want to make. And then I have to figure out how to put them in front of him, like right there. I'm doing really well, Omar. I hope you're doing the same. Let's see. Yeah, this book I'm drawing is the follow-up to this one here. So I got my work cut out for me. My day, Omar, has been pretty good. I made white bean chicken chili, and I in like the slow cooker, so it just kind of cooked itself overnight. But that means I don't think I've left the house today. But that's all right. I got everything I need in here. Who needs sunshine? Okay, so I was just thinking, where should I start? I can start with me too, you say. I could figure him out and dress him. He's got all kinds of stuff on his shelf, or the garbage pile. You made that too? You made white bean chicken chili? Oh, in the past? Ugh. Weird noises outside. Let's see. This is as zoomed in as I could get. Would you want to be more zoomed in? I don't know how well you can see. It might be okay. So let's see. I guess it's not time for my dig in pencil yet. What is it? Point 3. I'm gonna stick with this one until we figure out what this guy is wearing. What are you doing? I don't understand, says Omar. I am drawing my comic book. So what I've done is, like what I did behind the scenes was I drew it small, like itty bitty. And then I make it bigger in Photoshop. And I tape it behind a bigger board and kind of trace what I've already drawn. But it's bigger, right? And without detail. So now that I'm kind of done with the tracing, I need to figure out the details because it needs to be more like this level of detail. See how he's wearing all this little stuff here? And you can tell, you know, these are stacks of pennies. They're tiny. So now I have to dress him the same. It's just like he's an outline of himself. So I need to add the detail. Kind of building it. Thank you so much. Just building it slowly, because if this page is like, what is it? 14 inches tall. And if I just dove into this page and started doodling and try to figure something out, it would just be more difficult. It's a lot easier to work tiny. Yeah, I've got like my vanishing point. I had to add a piece of paper. That, Omar, is, let's see. Like there's one here. Let's see, there we go. So I take this point and all the lines that should go this way actually lead to this point over here. So like all those couch lines, like the arm of the couch. Oh, no, that's this one. What is this one for? Oh, the wall and stuff. See the wall, the cupboards, the counter, they all meet this line here. And then there's another point right here. This one's the couch stuff. Like the lines that go straight ahead, like straight to you, they go to this point. So that's why it's hard to do it giant first. It needed so much hard work, says Omar. Yeah, but it's like, it is, and sometimes it's really frustrating. But then when you're done and you have this that you just kind of made by yourself, it's really, it's like you climbed a mountain. You feel like $1 million after you can do something like this. So it's hard work and so worth it to try. So I'm up for it. I'm at the base of the mountain and trying not to think of it. You know what I'm doing to encourage myself? A friend said I should do this, and I was like, I hate it. Okay. Every time I finish a page, I could eat ice cream. There's been a severe lack of ice cream in my life because of it, but that's okay. So, okay. I think I've decided to make his little outfit. I'll work on his figure. And let's see. Can I bring you guys down here? Let's see. Let's try this. Okay. And it's just gonna sink all the way down. Let's see how far it goes, and then I'll adjust. Gonna keep going. Okay. Let's see where we landed. Okay, so this is kind of how I usually keep it. Are you gonna keep sinking down? We're done sinking. Hi, Yeeps Bro Max. Summer is starting. It is, says Omar. It sure is. Okay. And we got a little. See if I can fill that shadow. Here, let's do one more thing. Let's see. Okay, we'll try that. Omar, thank you so much for stopping by. I stream like every Tuesday around 4 p.m. Pacific time. Was that like 7 Eastern? Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, so let's see. I will take this to rest my hand, and this for reference of how he's supposed to look. And let's see. No, I don't like you. What do I like? This one, I guess. Okay. It's like windy to the point that it's rattling windows. It's weird. Okay. And I've actually burnt through another one of these. Let's see. There we go. All right, what? I'm trying to like be careful with what I tap on. I don't want to ban my mod again. Okay, so this one, there you go. I really like these erasers. They're not supposed to be for excessive erasing, but I kind of do it anyway. I marked them with green because if you don't and you just keep erasing till there's nothing there, like there's this little point that starts scraping up your paper. Like, where is it? Okay. See that? So I put green to tell me where to stop using it. So far, so good. There you go. This is the one I should be using. Cheaper and a little sturdier, but nope. Okay. Time wasting procrastinator. So let's see. I guess what I should do first is his little t-shirt. T-shirt's kind of oversized. He's got 2 belts. He's basically, so this is how he's dressed himself. He's pretending like he's like an expert climber or something. Spelunker. Here, let's see. Which page that has his full-on what he thinks he looks like. There it is. So it's more of like an official climbing gear with the proper clips and things. He's just wearing 2 belts, 3 belts, I guess. So, but he was pretending that he was small and fitting inside the penny bottle, hunting the dimes in the penny bottle. But really, he's like big, and he was just with a little spoon trying to get him out. Trying successfully. So let's see. So this, and I have to be really careful because I'll stop paying attention and I'll totally just flatten him out as soon as I start making these belts, because everything should be like kind of rolling away from us. So I have to pay attention where this little center line is, like in the direction that his chest is facing. So do it simply, just an X first. And then he's got his regular belt that's holding the rope that he's just got trapped in there. Okay, let's see. And then what? He's got cargo-y shorts on. Hold on, I need one more hand. I need to hold. I don't need two pencils. I would like to hold two erasers. I just had them. How do I always do that every time? All right. Oh, here they are. So lucky for me, I got plenty, but goodness. Okay. Let's see. And then I got extra lines here that I don't need. They're just confusing me. So let's see. His belt. The shirt that goes under it. And see, I'm already flattening stuff out. Scooch it around a little bit. I think it started with the belt. Okay. And then he's got cargo shorts that have pockets, like just about right here. And okay, what is your little leg doing? Hold on. It is okay. Knee. Knee's about right there. Ankle. Feet, see? He's wearing flip-flops. That's what he likes. He must live in a place that has warm temperatures. Is that a big foot? Is it too big? It might be too big. Okay. So, let's see. How big then? That big? Once I get something in my head, it just, I keep drawing the same thing over and over. Is that better? That might be better. Okay, well, it's like this, but better. More accurate. Okay, so knee. Shin.
Game over.
That's kind of wobbly. Okay, what about this one? This one's facing us a little bit. So, knee is kind of behind the coffee table. I think this should be a little lower. Why is it hovering over the timeout Manny button? Not twice in one day. Okay. I'll try that. Stop touching stuff. Okay. Let's see. He's like kind of stopped in his tracks, like, what is this? He's about to get real mad. But right now he's just like the pressure is rising. His little temperament. Okay. Is that alright? Kind of? No, it looks funny. Hold on, let's fix that. Okay, so let's see. He's standing. This foot's kicked way out. This one's got to be like catching some of his balance here. So, need to be back more? Is this one out too much? Let's see. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. I think he's weighted a little better. So then this one doesn't have to be so crazy. That's what I had drawn, just like little boxy kind of whatever. And this is better. Just super simple in case I feel like erasing it again. I want it to turn his foot slightly towards me. So let's see. I think I'm trying to see him like in real space, like if he's really walking through there. How is he standing? I feel like this is like gonna be like that. Kind of towards me. I'm getting further and further away from ice cream. The page will be better, but my mood will not. Little tootsies. His sandals that are a couple sizes too big. Okay, so then back to his outfit. shirt. This weird rope that he tied to make it look like a climber kind of thing. He's got little gloves on that he cut the fingers off of. He's holding that spoon still. His hand is just like open a little bit. What's that? If a hand could say, what? What's that? That's what this hand should be saying. Okay. What else? I think that's it. Okay, where's my... This one. Carve in now. No going back. I was looking through book 1, trying to figure out, like, compare his kitchen, how I was drawing it in the first book and how I'm drawing it now. And there's more details and some stuff is slightly different, but I wanted it to be the same, like as much as I could, because if you try to draw the floor plan, it kind of makes sense. But there's a couple people who are really looking forward to this book, and I know when they see it, they're gonna like compare it to their first book, and they're gonna want to see like some continuity. So that's like the least I could do, right? So tiny. So let's see. I'm trying to, he needs to be at least this angry because this is the panel right before. So he needs scrunchier brow and probably a bigger pout. Now, should I open his mouth yet? I don't think so. I think that's coming up. Okay. I should remind myself that these details are going to be reduced to like, let's see, sort of, he is kind of like, I bet you that's, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 heights, 5 lengths. 1, 2. Okay, so I guess he's gonna be this big in a page. So you can still see some detail. I feel like that's wrong. Luckily, everything in this kitchen is messed up. Nicks don't matter. I was all excited because I was able to get my preferred parking for San Diego Comic-Con. You had to log in at a certain time and get into one of those queues and wait for your turn. I was like fourth in line and I was like, what? But maybe it's just really easy to get parking. I don't know. I was just coming off of trying to get tickets for something. And the Ticketmaster is like, you are 67,000th in line. It's like, what? How is that possible? Not with parking, though. Step right up. So it just makes it easier for load in and load out, depending on where you park. The hotels are crazy expensive. He's still wearing this flashlight that he taped to his head, his little flat head. That's what he looks like. So, picture, let's see. What's it good? Do I have anything that might be the right size? Maybe this Tosca. Something like that big. Just the size of the cap, maybe. Taped to the top of his head. Because he's pretending like he's doing cave-in, right? And okay, this one goes over. Just pop it out a little bit. And this side, okay, hold on. It does have a little tail where like the after buckle part, it kind of flips out a little bit to kind of break up the silhouette a tiny bit. This one's got a square buckle. Oh, too much pressure. Too much. This one's got a round buckle. I can't decide if he's gonna take the flashlight off his head in this scene or if he just has it on the whole time. I guess you could just have it on. He's got this weird rope. So let's figure out where this goes. This pocket is like pretty low down. It's all of this stuff is happening in the same spot. The rope, the pocket, the coffee table in the foreground. There you go. It's kind of a short scope below his knees. Make it a little lower so I don't have this mean old tangent. That's a little better. Scooch his little pocket there. That's somewhere right there. Okay. of this stuff is getting obstructed by some foreground junk, like boxes and things. Like right here. There's stuff underneath and on top of this, but I want it to all kind of like envelop this little guy. And then highlight these little feet, big feet. So I'm just gonna draw through this. And if I need to cover it up with some boxes or something, that's fine. Oops. Kind of oops. Baby oops. Siege! Any ice cream cheat days are still going strong. No cheat days. How are you doing, Siege? What you been up to? Yeah, no cheat days to the point that I've missed out on June or some May flavors. When I finally finished, I did this in your guys' absence. I finished this page and went for ice cream, and they were out of all the May flavors. This was like a few days ago. I don't even remember what I picked. So now the June flavors are out, and the clock is ticking. They had some saffron flavor ice cream. Saffron and something. Saffron and honey, maybe? Very heavy on the saffron. I only had a little taster of it and chose something else, and then by the time I went back, it was gone. Better hurry through the next page so they don't run out of this month's flavors. I know, right? Yeah. So what they can do, maybe what I'll do next time, is you can get, rather than getting a full scoop, you can get 2 half scoops. So that I could try 2 flavors at once. But the thing is, just get more pages done, right? Kind of like just 2 more. Get more done. Saffron and honey, I like to think I've had saffron, though I'm too cheap to buy the real stuff. It's expensive, right? For like 10 little strings, it's like $1 a string or something. Tiny little things. It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite. Like, vanilla is also really expensive, but that is like yum. Saffron is like, just, you know, I think it's fine. Make a delicious rice out of it for sure. But I'm not heartbroken over being unable to afford it. Hold on. Shoo. You're not obeying. It can only grow in one place in the world, and it's not even growable in a greenhouse. No? Why? So it's an extremely limited supply. And the harvesting is really tedious, right? You have to get like actual people just picking the middles of flowers out. I'm surprised about the greenhouse stuff. I'm doing the same thing. Okay, hold on. Feet. Let's see. I think you're shaped like this. So, and then the center line is like right there, kind of. Okay. A little better. Yeah, it's weird, but that's why it's so pricey. Yeah. I walk past it. I'm like, yep, I see you. I see you, Saffron. I'm not buying you. Okay. So this is where his feetsies are. Little toes. Okay. That looks pretty okay, I'd say. So then, straight up with the little center part of the sandal, and this part just kind of wraps diagonal and then to the base of where his little rubber part of the shoe goes. And this one does what? Does it wrap around? I guess it is now. Alright, that'll do. Looks like a classic Char flip-flop to me. Thank you. I don't know why some angles are trickier than others. The profile is pretty fun. You just jut it out there, tell immediately what it is, but then it's like it gets weird when I try to draw it at certain angles. I think it's legible what it is. They're a little crusty. He doesn't have new flip-flop money. Manny's still mod. Siege, I accidentally banned Manny robots repairing. I'm like, what does this button do? I don't recall ever seeing these like little icons by certain usernames. And so I'm like, well, click them and see what they are. There's like a circle with a line through it, a clock, and a warning kind of thing. I knew enough not to touch the warning thing. The clock, though, I'm like, or what did I do? I touched the circle with the line through it. like the international sign for not allowed, forbidden. Clock is a timeout, I bet. Yeah. Hammer is a band hammer. There's no hammer. It's like a circle with a line through it, the clock, a triangle with an exclamation point, which is pretty obviously warning, and then a trash can. I had to find out the hard way. Let's see for sure what these ominous things are. Okay, I think this is fine enough. Doing 1 second timeout is a classic way to clear someone's message from chat if they said something inappropriate, but you don't want to manually clean it up. That's kind of nice. Either that, what else can you do? Like just nuke the entire chat and make it a blank? That seems excessive though, right? 1 second timeout? I'll have to practice that. Okay, so I think this guy is pretty decided. Let's do his flashlight. His little hairs. Doop, doop, oop. Okay. So this is pretty much figured out. I was just going in remembering all the stuff. You look around the house like, oh, things have extra lines surrounding them, like door jams and what do you call the wood floorboards? And then what do they call them when they're on the ceiling? Not finials. What the heck are those things called? Those things anyways. This right here. Like the let's see. The layout just has simple rectangles. And then I remembered, oh, you gotta do all these extra little bits and bobs. Trim, ceiling trim? Is that what it is? Easy enough. Some stuff I can get away with doing kind of wonky, but not perspective really. If the line is wiggly, if I left out a weird detail of the object, at least I can blame it on just weird grump architecture or something. I don't know. But if the perspective is wrong, if the perspective is always kind of off in a purposeful way, it looks kind of cool. But if I'm trying to do it right and then I just stop doing it right, it would have been better had I not tried from the beginning. So my room is full of it. People who built this section must have loved it. Ceiling trim, mid-level trim, baseboards everywhere. That sounds really nice. That sounds like, I don't know, exceptional craftsmanship or something. You don't like it? Is it too fussy? Is it mismatched? Like they like it, but they're not good at it? Or they weren't good at it? Ah, too much pressure.
Game over.
I had more places for dust to gather. Yep. I don't know if we've ever had mini blinds before this apartment. Like the horizontal ones. I keep making extra marks, but those things are just, they get so gross so quickly. Male perspective. Your pretty is just more cleaning pains. Yeah. The other male perspective I understand is the reluctancy to put the extra bed pillows on, like the fancy ones that you're not supposed to lay on. They're just there for decoration, and then you're supposed to just take them all off the bed and put them all back on the bed. Why are we doing this? Why? The bed looks nice, but it's like pointless. So I can see extra trim gathering dust being just as annoying. That is absurd. I got spare pillows, but if there is a pillow or blanket on my bed, it's used when I sleep. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Or one fell off while I was sleeping and I grabbed my spare. The spare is closer than the one that fell off. That's happened to me, and I was like, either I wake up enough to grab it, or I'm like, I guess I'll just be cold. I don't have that kind of time. I don't want to wake up that much to get out of bed to do the thing, because there's a chance I'll stay up. I'm pretty good about sleeping, though. I fall asleep pretty quickly. Usually I stay asleep. Yep, exactly. I'm trying to stay comfy, not find stuff. Yeah. Okay, hold on. What am I doing here? So this, okay, here we go. Here, I'm messing up already. Like a double line here for the doors. The old one and the new one. So let's fix that. That doesn't go all the way up. Way cool wood. Hi. Hello. Here come the cool kids. I hope so. Hi. Well, tell me all about what you guys were doing. It's a raid. Hi, Chris. Wincing 19. Hi. Bungalow Glow. Thank you guys so much. Tell me what you were doing. You're working with wood? Hold on. Let me. I could do this. I know how to do these things. S-O. Oh, ouch. Even though I completely accidentally banned my mod, I fixed it. S-O, what? Wait, okay. Please autofill. Thank you. No. Hold on. Okay, I think I did it. Okay. Hey, there we go. Was doing a little carving this evening. I have never been able to do that. You can post a link if you like. I don't have any restrictions on that. As long as it works, everything's open. Let's see. Wait, you banned a mod? You probably need to remod them if you did. I did, yeah. That's what I spent my time trying to figure out. So, poor Manny. He was remodded. He's there. Everything's back to normal. There were new buttons. I pressed some unfamiliar things to see what they would do. Instagram, way cool. What? Okay, here, let's see. So I, by the way, I do comic book stuff. So I started actually coloring other people's comics at Top Cow, DC, Marvel, Aspen Comics. But I kind of want to do my own thing. So I've been working on this guy's book. This is book 1. And this is book 2. Let's see. Just making sure, Sissy. Thank you so much, because I'm just as likely to forget. If I made such a dingus mistake, it stands to reason that I wouldn't fix it completely. So that's fair. So I changed my camera. It's all kind of awkwardly placed, but yeah, those are my characters doing weird stuff forever. So the deal is, since I'm kind of a slow artist, my friend said you can't eat ice cream unless you finish a page. So I haven't had much ice cream. That's the problem. That will show a handful of other carvings and stuff. Okay, let's see. Bungalow Glow says, I am sharing your stream with friends immediately. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's take a look at Way Cool Wood. Let's see, control copy, because I'm so good. I don't think I follow any woodworkers. I should change that. Oh, it's perfect. It's all perfect. Okay. Scooch you over here. Okay. My keyboard is hiding behind my drawing table. Okay. Oh, this is really cool. Let's see. Here is where be a little bit patient. I always press the wrong buttons, but I get there eventually. Okay, so now I just gotta find it. That is a strong challenge. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hold on. Scoot you. Oop, not that. And that's you. Okay. Hey, there we go. Now just scooch. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Get over there. Let's see. Well, it goes in vertical just fine. I can scooch you there. Hey, there it is. Did it. Professional. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ta-da. Success. Way Cool Wood. That is way cool. Let's see. I like that style. Let's see which way you can click on. Aww. Oh. I'm not logged into this. I think everything I click on is going to ask me to log in. I like the, I continue to say no. Okay. I just like the chunkiness of it. Like the shapes, the silhouettes, your color palette of how you're painting them. Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you so much for rating. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Where's all my stuff? There it is. Okay. I might get a little angry if I didn't get any ice cream for too long. Yeah, there's this, okay. There's really good ice cream within walking distance. I'm trying to scooch myself. And so we'll walk past it to go to the, I don't know, to get something else to eat or to mail some stuff. And I'm just walking by Salt and Straw, and they've got monthly flavors that if I don't produce enough art, I can't try. We were just talking about they had some sort of saffron honey thing that I didn't get to have because I had to draw more. I'll be lurking. Need to get caught up from the day for work. Oh yeah, absolutely. Do your thing. Thank you so much, Way Coolwood. Thank you. And all the rest of you guys, Bungalow Glow. And I appreciate you guys coming for a little visit. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Drawn for some ice cream. Save my mood. So then, like what I'll do, I'll start off with something like this. Are you guys zoomed out? This is the layout, and I draw it small. And then in Photoshop, I'll make it big. And then trace it onto a nice paper, big paper. And that's when I start doing the details. So I realized as I'm drawing this that, like, I drew these cupboards just like simple rectangles. They go straight to the ceiling, but they kind of looked weird, and I remembered what you just look at actual cupboards and you can see, oh, they've got all these little like trim. Thank you, Siege. And the cupboards are a little inset. They're not just like, they don't just open flush with everything. So I scooched them in, but then I still had this little line here, and I was about to just dig in on it, and then I realized I started paying attention to what I was actually doing. So yeah, Grump, his house is kind of messy, kind of old, and was it deferred maintenance? But he has a tiny little friend group that he made in the last book, who are finally kind of getting him out of the house, and he's having some fun, some adventures, but he's still trying to figure out, like, well, what the heck is this at home? Like, but it's an all ages book, so I'm not trying to be all negative and edgy or something, but no, something's up. We don't know what. He's about to leave the house. He's just having a little moment. He's about to have a freak out, which I'm kind of excited to draw. That's another reason why I'm just trying really hard to draw cupboards or something, because there's some certain parts in this book that are a little outside my ability to draw, so I better get good fast by the time I get to those pages, because I'm drawing them whether I'm ready or not. That's what I did with the first book. And Chris Cox, he knows. He's been along for the entire ride here. Artistic cabinets do not need to be mechanically perfect. Yeah, I agree. I'm using that philosophy for a lot of stuff. If I can do it a little better, I will. But sometimes I'm just like, that's just what it's like in Grumpland. But let's see. Okay. Oh, see, this is exactly what I did in book 1. Just straight rectangles. Forgive me. I'm on mobile. Do you have an Instagram link that I can be posted in chat for me to hop on? I am on Instagram. Let's see. It's MidiMew. Let's see if I can do. Where the heck did you pop up? Oh, you're back here. Okay, hold on. Is it right here? Okay. See. Control comment. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, and this? Can't even see. Let's see. Oh, it's got a double, so close. I did it blindly and I'm like, this is gonna be okay. Okay, control paste. Okay, this time I mean it. Backspace, enter. Heck yeah, that's me. Okay, bungalow, try that. It worked, okay. Joshua, what is that? Right, oh, thank you, Joshua. Right click and open as a new tab. It won't ask you to log in. Thank you for that was super helpful information and I totally missed it. Joshua. I'm sorry. You're pretty clutch and I missed it. Okay. Yeah, I was too busy like sweating like, why isn't any of this working? Studio mode, what even is it? Okay, here we go. Everybody in this place. Got you. Okay, so yeah, we're this one. So back in the early days when I was drawing this book, I just like everything else, I jump in without knowing what I'm doing because I'm like, all right, well, the thing is, I never really feel ready for anything, so I'm just always all right, let's do it. I could be going to the market, I'm like, I'm not ready for the market. Blah. So when I started this book, there were very sparse kind of, I'm looking for a good example. The first few pages aren't sparse backgrounds. Stuff like that, where it's just an outline. But then as I was going on through the pages, I was getting some practice, putting more detail, things were getting a little better. So I started getting into that thing where, well, let me just redraw this, let me put a patch on this, but then you'll never be done, right? So I picked the most distractingly different pages and I redrew them. I guess it would be like this, how this page I redrew. And then some smaller patches here and there. So I'm assuming the same thing will happen here. I don't plan on redrawing stuff, but I'm hoping I continue to improve so that when I get to the crazy pages, I can draw them nice. So to get there, I'm going to draw the heck out of these cabinets. So that way I could, I don't know, learn a little something. But Chris, you're right. It's like, they're just cabinets. They're grump cabinets at that. If I could just keep getting a little better along the way, I'll enjoy that. Even if it means like through the course of one book, you can actually see the lessons being learned. I think it's fine. Okay, hold on. Something perspective. So I drew it. Here's the vanishing point for stuff like, is it this? I'm pretty sure it's that one. Let's see. So you just dig in, and then this kind of shows you where all the lines should be. So it's like, that's where the hinges would be. But I don't have the perspective point anymore, so it's like kind of guessing. I got some lines here. So let's see. See if we can fake it. And then something. I bet you it's gonna be like that. Let's just try that. Okay. Or hinges, right? That no one's gonna see. But the thing is, paying attention for these little things will hopefully make it automatic when I get to the bigger things that do matter. Where is my eraser? Okay. Got it. Good enough. Okay. That looks high. I didn't draw this one. Mm-hmm. All right, good enough. We've arrived at good enough. Okay, so these need to be kind of cracked. Maybe a little bit of like water damage or something. Hi, Omar. How are you? You back? Okay. Hello again. Okay. Also, you guys are at a tiny bit of an angle because of the way my camera is situated. So it looks even crazier from your perspective because, like, in real life, these are parallel. And for you guys, it looks like they're splayed out a little bit. But that's fine. Okay. He has no curtains. That's sticking true. Okay, so then I feel like we should do some garbage. How do you guys feel about garbage? You for it? Sweet, stinky garbage. Okay. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier about I wanted the garbage on the coffee table to be a certain shape. So I drew the shape first, and I don't know what those shapes will be. We're getting dirty, chat. That was Bungalow, the sweet garbage. So and then what is the garbage? Like what would be on a coffee table would be probably like to-go foods, styrofoam containers, cups. He's got a bag of something there. It's gonna be greasy. There's like a jug of something under here. So I was kind of piling it high right here because I was still going for this thing where it's like there's going to be foreground junk, maybe boxes or things that may or may not have come in the mail. And then this den junk that's on the coffee table, underneath the coffee table. I want it to kind of envelop this little guy. So I was piling, he's got the feet here, which kind of have open space behind. There's like some kind of, what do you call it? Paper, wallpaper. It's just kind of a lined thing. You can kind of see it. It's like dots and lines. This is the same room. The guy's always sleeping on the couch. So I think that'll work for behind the feet. Kind of leave them, like it would draw more attention when there's nothing behind them maybe. So it still kind of creates this line of stuff. Bye, Omar. Have a good day. You're welcome to just pop in, pop out anytime you need to. Okay. So let's see. Junk. We're doing junk. So I like this. I got mechanical pencils. This one is thinner. It's like a 0.3 or something. If I'm trying to dig in to make a nice clean line, because I don't ink these, then I'll get this 0.3. 0.7 or 0.5 if I'm still trying to figure stuff out. So I'm still definitely trying to figure stuff out. So let's see. Garbage. Here's the peak of the garbage. This is going to be some sort of to-go food bag. Maybe I should put like a receipt or something on it. Isn't that what they do? You get them delivered. So greasy to-go bag, kind of crumply. And then there's like a can. I was picturing a can of something in front of here. I should scooch it over so it's not just completely lined up with the bag. How big is the can? Like, what's the scale here? I guess if this is a jug, a can's gonna be like that big. Depends on the can, right? 12 ounce. We'll go standard 12 ounce. That's what? That's bigger than I thought. Hold on. Okay. So we'll pretend that's true. Maybe this bag could be a little wider. I just gotta stay away from his feet. These though, I want those to be like featured, not encroached upon. I'm pretty sure this is a burger container. It's looking like that's what it wants to be. But okay, everything needs to be like, that makes no sense. Do I have like a visual for it? Let's see. Okay, how about, I just need like a squarish thing of all the stuff I have. Hold on. All right, how about this? So I just drew everything like we're looking at it straight on. I need to like move the camera down so we're looking up at it, because we're looking up at the coffee table, but not at the burger box. Whose idea was this? All right, burger box. Who cares? I care. Let's see. So I guess the can is easy. You just make a more circular kind of top. The bag could be whatever. It's just in a certain state of crumpleness anyways. Okay, so then let's see. If it was see-through, it would kind of be like that, like that, like that. Okay. Now it's like a donut box. It's really big. So, you know what? I've got the perspective line is right there. See that? Right there. For a burger box. Yes. Yes. Because we're learning. Okay. But I mean, things can be oriented in all different kind of ways. On the table, they're not all perfectly lined up in a grid formation. Yeah, I guess that's right. Thanks for following me over there on Glow. Okay. All right. So that's the shape of it. Doesn't look like a burger box because now we're going to make it one. I just needed to know what angle it was oriented in. That's horrible grammar. That's okay. In which angle it was oriented. Okay. So, and it could be all squished. Messed up. Something like that. Okay. And then it's a little burger. It's, you know what? That's what do you call it? Like a 6-piece nugget order.
Begin.
And what's this one? Like maybe a tipped over cup. Empty. If I'm doing a tipped over cup, my can needs to be smaller. My pleasure. I'm so glad we found you today. Me too. Me too. It's a nice group. Thank you guys. Okay. So then, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna draw a tipped over, like to-go cup, which pushes the can back in space, which means can's gonna be a little smaller. Well, if it's see-through. Don't make me pull out the ellipse thing. I haven't healed from the last time. This thing ruined me for my ellipse. What do you call it? Stencil or something? Ruler? Hand-drawn pennies. Look for dimes. Okay. No, not right now. Let's see. Draw through. It'll help out.
Game over.
After I draw these, I scan them, do the levels in Photoshop so that the pencil lines are a little darker and the whites are a little whiter, give it more contrast. And then I color it digitally, Photoshop. I don't know how long that'll take. Not as long as drawing it. The first book, what I learned from the first book, since my experience professionally as a colorist, I was like, oh, I got this. But I never colored over myself to that extent, and I left myself a lot of work because I didn't do any like shading or shadows or anything. It was just basically all this was just that's a bad example. It was just kind of open lines, so I had to, it took extra long to just give everything depth and separation. Came out fine, but I was surprised at how long it took. So now I'm trying to like put in as much as I can so that way I won't have to work so hard in the coloring. Still have a lot of stuff to do. Still need separation. I need to throw shadows here and there, but I don't have to render anything under the pennies because they're already pretty like penny-ish. So hopefully the more work I put in now will make that step a little easier. Is that better? Looks better. Okay, so then if that's true, and this can is way back here, that's like if we had a clear table. So, how big are you now? If you're this big by the jug, that big. Okay. All right. Difficult. It's not that difficult. It's easy. Here. All right, we'll figure that out later. As I continue to figure it out. Okay. I'll buy that. So then, let's see. Something like that. We'll put grease stains and things. There needs to be more, way more. So we can hide some, I don't know what's, like, well, don't worry about it. What do you think it is? Then you're right. Of course. More boxes open. These can just be whatever because they're resting on other stuff. What do we got here? Oh, straws. Maybe. Okay, something's sticking out here. I like this look. What could it be though? Like maybe like some chopsticks or something in a to-go container. It would kind of make sense where Grumpa's getting all this stuff to like throw into the penny jar to try to fish out some dimes. He's got some chopsticks, plastic utensils. That says my name. Okay, decided. So let's see. What do those little containers look like? Kind of a flared out square with metal handles. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, they got those, they've got weird white on white. Perfect. Like, perfect. There you go. They've got like petaled tops. One has a hook. All right. Let's put it weird and sideways because it's on a pile of stuff. Where's the hook side? Here? Okay. And then this just goes up, ooh, it. Okay. And then we'll put, I'm just gonna put the metal thing right there. What's the other side? It's smushed, all right? It's been there a while. That's the way it is, Chris. Look, that's just the way it is in Grumpland. That's the way it looks. Is that how? Okay, I can just make it dark. All right, I'll buy that. Oh, you're not supposed to just jam them in here like that, though. That's a bad omen. That's why things are going bad, maybe. Here, I gotta, let's see. That's just there. Now they're just askew. They're not plunked in there. What's this? Let's move the receipt down a little bit. Okay. So, there's still like more stuff, but it could just be like it's whatever you want it to be section. I had something sticking out here. Doesn't have to continue to be there though. I think I want to see right there. So it could be just napkins and whatnot. Maybe a little spork or something. I don't know. All right. So, have we attained suitable trashness? It looks kind of gross. Is it a noodle? I don't know. Does it drip? That's too similar to the last one. Okay. I think that's suitable. Alright, so what do I like best? Who's getting more attention here? Greasy bag. Man. It needs like some sort of branding. Just like a little circle is fine. Be the same as the top. But it's all kind of high since it's resting lower than what we can see. So let's try that again. So if the bottom is here, it's like a tall can. Alright, whatever. That's the way it is in Grumpland. We're going to hear a lot of that now. So that's probably okay. So let's pretend that's there. That's there. And then that's the center. Kind of. Okay, so then that's where this little pretend emblem is going to be. Is it any different? I feel like I just drew the same thing, but with intention. I'm so far away from ice cream. See if I could pretend. No, not right now. Pretend that there's that little indentation on the top of the can, where it has the pull tab thing. That's fine. That's fine. The nutritional information. Nobody cares. Why are you drawing that? Here it is. Okay. This cup. Man, you got a lot to say. Moderator Manny is actually a character in the book too. He's more, he likes to invent things, build robots. So this book, he'll be doing some of that. Last book, he was just talking about it. Oh, hold on. This is the edge of the table. I was drawn through and I forgot. Let's see. What are those little circles that they never use anymore to indicate if it's tea, some sort of cola beverage, or other? Okay. The random areas. That's definitely purposeful junk. I've been working, you see? A little red nugget brewing. The nugget of excellence. Alright, so let's see. This coffee table, round, or oval-ish, rounded rectangle kind of thing, but it should have like nicks and things. But not too much, because then it's just gonna be a mess of whatever, I don't know. Everything's gonna look like Swiss cheese if I just do the same little nicks everywhere. Curves, it goes. Okay. So let's see. Skinny, didn't it? Okay. Let's pick a thickness. You will be skinnier. Okay. Me to scribble. That's the shady side. Oh, I went over the table leg. There we go. These guys are Let's go back into the kitchen. Ew. So gross. I guess I could put like a little flies or something. Although this fly, hold on. There's, he's over. There you go. That's where he is. All right. So then, let's see. I say, I guess I could figure out the dirty dishes. Here's the thing. The page marks, these little tic-tac-toe signs, it's like where the corner of the page is going to get cut off. It's like so here, I'll show you this side. What we're looking at here, it's like two corners, this corner and this corner. So this is the crop, this is where the page gets chopped, and this is the safe area, the live area, and that's where you put all the important stuff, where it's pretty safe from getting cut by a sloppy cut. So that said, let's see. Here you are. So that little tic-tac-toe, the crop of it, where the page is going to get cut, is like probably right about here. Yep, something like that. But even. So here's the end of the page, but you're supposed to draw a little bit beyond it, so that way when the cut doesn't happen perfectly, you're safe. You're not going to just have no image there. Casey Snow Art, Miss, finally made a stream. Yes, you did. Hi. Yay, and I'm actually drawing stuff too. Casey Snow Art is actually a really good artist with like the heart of a teacher. She actually was a teacher. And a conservationist. She's saving the vaquitas nearly single-handedly. Totally worth a follow. There we go. Perfect. Oh, Retro Outro, thank you for the lurk. Thanks for leaving me open somewhere. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Casey, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're working and lurking and something, but you do sequential art as well, right? I think I saw some of your stuff somewhere. It was really nice. Okay, let's see. So yeah, this is book 2. Book 1 is this guy here. I felt like I had my whole life to make this one. No one was waiting for it. And then this one though, some people are like, I'm waiting, which is good, and I appreciate it so much. So I need to make it nice, so it was worth your wait. Okay, so I just finished putting a bunch of garbage on the table. It was very exciting. I enjoyed it. Now I need to figure out what I put in the sink. It's like I just put shapes in it because I knew what overall shape I wanted the clutter to be, but then I have to now I need to figure out, well, what is it? Definitely want to help the Vaquita if I can. They're really cute. They're like the tiny porpoises. Porpoises? Is that right? And I do have a webcomic that I started years ago. Would love to start it up again now that I'm full-time art. Yeah! I've been on hiatus for quite some time though. Art plus streaming plus day job was too much to balance for the last few years. Yeah, but bye-bye day job, right? It's exciting and terrifying, right? But like really satisfying because you're actually doing the thing. I can't wait to see your like out in real life streams that you do once you get that that rig. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. Very exciting and terrifying. So you have the in real life streaming rig. I can imagine most of it, but then I guess what I can't imagine is like the mobile internet thing that you're gonna use. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I want to do sketch hikes and zoo sketching sessions so bad. I would love to see that. We used to sketch at the zoos, and I didn't think about it at the time, but then looking back at my portfolio, I'm like, I have a lot of animal butts, and it's because they would all face away from the people. It's the backside of everybody. Oh yeah, I don't fully understand it myself. But if you look up what a Bella box is or a ULive rig, it's going to be similar to those. Sketch at the Zoo with Alex Konat. Is that who you're speaking of, Chris? No, this was ages ago. This is before maybe we got into comics. I think I was trying to get into traditional animation. I don't think I did zoo sketching while I was at Top Cow. Maybe I did. Okay, let's see. Bella box. ULive. Okay, I'm gonna look at those. I have zero intention of doing in real live streams, but I'd like to see that kind of gear, I guess. Alex Sinclair led a lot of San Diego Zoo sketch sessions. Oh, I remember that. No, I didn't. But I think that was okay, wait. So maybe it was after comics, because we did go to the San Diego Zoo, and that would have been Wildstorm and Beyond. But no, not with Sinclair. I think basically just that I buy 2 or 3 mobile plans, and there's a chip in the rig that will bounce the signal between them according to which is strongest for streaming in that area. That's really interesting. I saw some of your Twitch live stream. I thought that looked really good. I've seen other people try with their phones, and it's like it's not the best, like it's not the best way to show off their work, what they're doing, and who they are. But what you did at Twitch, I think you rented something? It looked really good. Okay, hold on. I think I drew this part of the kitchen before. It's right in my hand. Okay, yeah. So I'm drawing this section. I got something like a cereal box, a little jar of something, and doot doot. So cereal box, doot doot, and here's the jar. Okay. I like Alex Sinclair's watercolor animals, like the frogs. I guess he really likes frogs. I like frogs too. So I like when I see his stuff come up. I'm like in a fight with Instagram though. Every time I go in there, it's looking a little like TikTok. I'm like, I don't want to see people falling down or doing silly stuff. I want to see the art. And I'm always trying to heart the stuff that I want to see. Please don't show me this to the stuff that I'm not interested in. But it's like a never-ending thing. Every time I log on, they got a new batch of stuff I don't want to see. And then I stare at it because like, what is this? And then I think, oh, she likes it. So then they send me more of that stuff. So I don't see people like Alex Sinclair if he's doing watercolor stuff. That's my point. Just on the phone is hard, and I can't see chat very well since it's all on the phone. Oh, rentable ULive rig. Okay. The rigs are way better since the camera is mounted on a stick and you can point it easier while still reading chat. Yeah, it sounds like it.
When the drum beats go like this.
Okay, so good enough. Good enough. Let's see. It's kind of weird because I'm drawing these things and I have these perspective lines and some of them actually point to them. But the thing is, it's supposed to be a mess of stuff, so not everything is lined up. But I can't find a happy medium of like just draw whatever, just mess it up. Doesn't matter. And as soon as I try to make sense of it, everything just squares up. That's exactly what happened with Grump's head. He was pufferfish shaped head, kind of. Just a picture of the pufferfish, white set eyes. And then when I was trying to kind of move him around in 3D space, I'd start off with like a box of some sort and then use that to do like the 3/4 view of his head. And just with time, he kept getting a little more and more blocky. And I don't know, I like it. Suits me just fine. Thank you for the follow! Jack Lumber. Thank you. You like handmade comics? Let's see. So, okay, where's the sink? Here's the sink. You can see the basin there. So here's where dishes end, and here's where, let me put a space here, just so we can
Game over.
differentiate like this zone, I guess. Makes it more sink-like. Okay, so then yeah, he's gonna be super mad. Everything's a mess. Do I have? Yeah. There's another jar. And a, okay, big cup of utensils. I guess I could put that right here, maybe? Okay, so let's see, jar. At first I had like a pot handle or something, and I'm like, he's not doing any cooking. No one in there is cooking, so I have to, it's not only what the garbage, like how much garbage, it's what it is. And there's got to be bigger stuff, because I like the varying sizes of clutter. Got a bowl. I drew a bowl here somewhere. Is this it? It is now. some kind of plates. What could this be? Like a knife or something? I just want something long. And then, okay, this has, I think I put, yeah, a lot of cups with utensils in them. Is this not, okay, yeah, it's still in the, within the page. So it's like this line right here is where it stops. It cuts off. This is like the biggest, like this is the panel with the most stuff on it. If I could finish this panel, it's like gonna be rolling downhill after that. There's not that much. What the? I kind of wanted, rather than this being like a panel, I want it to just kind of fade into like angry scribbles as it makes its way down. Because he's getting angrier. And it will give some visual interest to all this empty gutter space on the bottom of the page. How I'm going to do that, I have no idea. But there we go. So this probably will extend. Where's my perspective line? Okay, so which, yeah, it's this is the perspective line for the side of the couch, or the vanishing point. So here, right there, bring that down. Okay. Oops. And well, this one is off the page mostly, so I think I could get away with just pretending it's kind of like that. Okay, squares. Some weird laddie pattern, tattered couch. Alright, close enough. Whoop, I smacked you guys with the ruler. Pardon. Because this is why I can get away with it. This is just garbage. This is junk, like boxes and whatnot. So, oh, that's in. So if I do garbage here, let's see. There's garbage here. It's garbage all the way down. Yeah, and then it's just like gets less structured and more like rah. I don't know about this. This could be black. This can be like a shadow or something. I don't know. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so sink. It needs more little spikies, like pencils and stuff, knives, forks. And then some of this could just be kind of like the coffee table. It's like, I don't know, what do you think it is? You don't even see the faucet because it's just so cluttered. Yeah, something like that. Okay, is it decided? I'm digging in. Here, let me see this. I'll use this one. So it's like, in the interest of continuity, I was like, uh-oh, that's not how I drew it in the first book. Robot Man will care. So I kind of like, got 3, 1, 2, 3 underneath his cupboard, and here I just put 2. And I was like, what? This is unfixable. So here's what I did though. So here's the, behind him are the 2 drawers right here. And as per book 1, here's 3 drawers. So it's just like you got a 3 and a 2. There you go. I'm a genius. Well, the genius wouldn't have made the mistake in the first place. I appreciate you explaining your thinking and process with comic making. Yeah, that's it's kind of like me reiterating to myself why I'm doing this, because I'm still I don't want to say I'm new at it, but I could use some reminding. So yeah, basically I'm trying to make it stick in my own brain. I have a lot to learn about how to assemble a page. There's a lot to it. It's really fun once you crack the code. There's a book, Scott McCloud something or other. I wonder if I could find it real quick. Hold on, let me see. All right. So this book, oops. Understanding Comics by McCloud. Have you guys heard of this one? I think you old-timer comic book people know all about it. This is like my entire Zoom here. Oops, hold on. Understanding Comics. Scott McCloud. There you go. Yep, says Chris. So, Casey, this is actually a really helpful book. I should re-familiarize myself. Shadow, you know it too? So it's basically, like here, the vocabulary of comics. It's like it's really helpful to let you know what you don't have to draw. It's called Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud. So it's not at all in the style that you or I would draw in, but that's not the point. It's like the language that panels themselves speak, and it talks about like the timing of your panels, like the size of the frames, how many of the panels are on a page, and how it can affect the timing of something. Between one panel and another, the reader assumes something will happen, so you don't have to draw every single thing, and it kind of explains some of that. Yeah, it's like I think that was my favorite part about the timing of frames and what you don't have to draw in between them. But it's like super famous, really helpful, still very relevant, and all you have to do is like apply it to your own style. But yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's see, where are we? I am drawing. Very important. Think clutter. Though I didn't know a hardcover existed, says Chris. Yeah, I guess it does. I don't know where our books come from. They just come from nature. No, actually, Joel has really good taste in books. So they just show up. I'm like, yeah, that's an awesome one. Oh, case in point. I had one issue of this. I love this artist a lot. This showed up and I'm like, we already have this one. No, we don't have the trade. Let's see if I could find a shot. Here's a cool shot. You want to draw a warehouse? Like, I love this angle. I love how he just bent these lines in a purposeful way, just so that it's not some boring, mechanical, like gridded out kind of thing. That looks so cool. There's a lot of examples of picking a shot that the camera is just slightly askew, and not in like an annoying self-conscious, like, all right, get over yourself kind of way, more just visual interest. There's a hospital shot here somewhere, I think. I bet you I won't find it, but let's give it a quick look. I like this technique too. Nice strong silhouettes, and the floor is just kind of open space. Kind of, he's not drawing tiles or anything like that. Just kind of nice framing. Maybe he was in King of Spies or something. There. Oh, found it. I don't know why I like this panel so much. It's just somebody in a hospital room, but the camera is behind their little TV monitor. Not really behind, but up real high. Just adds more interest in comparison to just having some sort of talking head kind of thing. Like you're not looking straight into the back wall. The camera is like, I think maybe it's because it's like a cinematography thing where they have the camera supposed to be these leading lines that just continue on to the background to give the shot depth. So it's just kind of, I don't know. I'm not explaining it very well, which is why I struggle, but it's all in the process of trying to learn, right? Like, I think I have an idea of how it should be. Can I do it? Not centering characters, showing more than talking heads, etc. Yeah, says Chris. Okay. Where's my stuff? I do one thing. Ah, here it is. Can't go far. Everything's like within arm's reach. So that's the only thing I got going for me. My little cocoon of art supplies. There's one trick I always liked where if you have some talking head scene of like, it's always this example of people in a diner. They're having this long conversation, but then at some point you're outside of the diner. You're still, the focus is still on them talking, but you're outside of the diner at the alley. In the foreground is like some rat getting into the trash, but you still see the word balloons and the silhouettes of the people in the diner continuing their conversation. Of course, then you have to draw the exterior of the diner. So, gotta be prepared for that. But it's a more pleasant read. And of course you could always break the rules, but that's the whole thing of knowing them before you break them. So you can do it with purpose. There's a reason for it and it becomes more eye-catching maybe because of that choice. Hope to see you both soon. Oh, Cochran? Cochran. How do I pronounce your last name or your name? Yes. What's your next convention that you're going to go to? We're going, San Diego Comic-Con is a pretty tough ticket for a bunch of people. Heading to North Carolina for the next 2 weeks, seeing family. Oh, hopefully that'll be nice. Yeah, our next convention is San Diego. Oh, we just got in, I don't know if it's technically a guest spot at the LA Comic-Con later this year. Yeah, so that's gonna be cool, right in our backyard. And then Tokyo Comic-Con, which I'm really excited about. Who wouldn't be? Like the lawyer, Johnny Cochran, OJ's. I don't. Johnny Cochran. Yeah, I'm already making an art supply shopping list for Tokyo Comic-Con. Like what I want to get when I'm there. The easy thing is, I should break the plane of this window. The easy thing is, Shikishi watercolor board things. They're not expensive here, but they're super reasonably priced over there. Little watercolor boards. I like these a lot. I think Holbein, that brand of paints and brushes, I think it's cheaper there. I haven't been buying Copic stuff much anymore. Maybe some tone color, like cool gray, warm gray, neutral tone, whatever, refills. I liked these a lot, but I can't find the nib replacements for the super small, like the super fine points. I think they discontinued them. On the guest spot. Thank you, Casey. I can only dream of being invited to a con like that. I think you're probably going to be going to TwitchCon, right? I can't see why they would. You be willing to do something like that? We've been at it for a really, really long time, so I think that's probably one of the things we have going for us. Like San Diego Comic-Con in particular, my first visit there as an attendee was like late 90s. I mean, some of you guys weren't even born then. With the publisher as a professional, early 2000s. For myself, in Artist Alley, 2014, I think. But I mean, things are changing. I don't know what conventions like to stack their Artist Alleys with. Like, do they like having this type of artist or that type? Or does it matter that I can sign some stuff every now and again? I kind of don't know. So I just try to make the best stuff I can. I could stand to improve my social media game. But yeah, just doing the thing for as long as I can. I hope to get into TwitchCon. They still haven't opened up applications for San Diego as far as I can tell. It was fun attending and paneling last year, but it's a tough financial ask to attend and pay for a hotel without a chance to make back some money. Yeah, the hotels are no joke. You can share with someone, or I don't know how much stuff you have to travel with back and forth, but a lot of people will stay a little further away on the train, on the trolley line. So you can just hop onto the trolley into the convention area. It wouldn't work for us because we take a bunch of stuff, so we have to have parking there. For San Diego anyway. If I don't make it into RSL, I probably won't go this year to TwitchCon. Yeah, it's expensive. You have to fly. You have to get a place to stay. I don't know what your tolerance level is for splitting a room with you and 8 of your favorite people. We would split a hotel with a bunch of people for a long time. After a while, I'm like, I just can't do this anymore. Because I had to wake up super early so I can get ready early so I can leave the bathroom open for everybody. And it was just too much of a hassle. Best of luck making Artist Alley, says Chris to Casey. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what can go... Hold on, what's here? Maybe a fork. Some forkiness. And a hint of like some sort of dish. This could be a mug. And what else do we have in the sink? I feel like it's gonna be a lot of cups. He's not cooking. Cooks are cups and utensils. I don't mind splitting, but I just don't know that many people. Maybe I know a few more now, but I wouldn't want to impose. Yeah, that can kind of be awkward, I guess. We lived in San Diego for a long while, so that was convenient. Okay, so this is my decided dish stuff. It's pretty dishy. The little squiddy tangles of, I don't know what that is, but I think that's okay. I think we can do that. I wouldn't want to stay with strangers. No, the stranger thing, that's kind of weird. And would probably prefer female roomies unless it was some guys I knew really well. Yeah, absolutely. I don't, it's just everywhere the hotel prices are expensive. I would say after we lived in San Diego for like, I don't know, 15 years or something, and then Chula Vista for 2 years, which is just the city south of San Diego. And we used to take the trolley on the E line, I think it was. It was just like 4 stops or something. So I was thinking, if I didn't have another option, I could stay in Chula Vista and either buy the trolley stop or Uber it to the trolley stop and then take it to the convention center. It's like really close to the convention center. And then there's another place north of the convention center that people stay in. I forgot what it was called. Just another little city area with the convenient trolley access. But they all know what's up. They all jack their prices up, so. Then what? Oh, I did have a knife block up here. Do we need to see the knife block again? Continuity and all that? Just a hint of knife block. Could be like right there. There's room for it. Okay, so hold on. See-through. Let's see. So here's, I gotta find where the bottom of it would be. I'm gonna mess it up like I did my first attempts at what I put on top of the coffee table, because everything was floating because I didn't account for dippage. Find the dippage. Is this the right line? I think this is the right line. Okay, let's see. So I'm making it see-through. Everything goes wrong so fast. Okay, so I could say this is, I should have just drew it where I wanted it. I didn't know where I wanted it. That's the whole point. I think here. Okay. And then what? So it's way down there. It's like the camera is so close to the floor that we're only going to see the tippy top of this thing. I'm just going to eyeball the top line. And then, was it 4 knife? Super important. There, that's all I need. Just so it's plausible. I think why I'm being a weird stickler about it in some ways is because it's like a time capsule. He's not doing anything. He's not moving stuff around all that much. There's already some other stuff that I've moved, but for the most part, it should just, he's not doing anything in there. He's not painting. He'll hang some pictures up, the hand-drawn pictures, but okay, there, it's kind of something like that. All right, my jar is all obliterated. That's fine. It was wrong anyway. Okay, so now I have a handy see-through thing. All of this stuff is floating. Ah, goodness. Okay. All of this stuff is floating. Super rounded tops. Okay.
Game begin.
Goodness. Here, take the handle off so we can just pretend that we don't know how tall it is. There, like it never happened. Perfection. And then jar,
Bistro places.
roundy round. Just everything looks like rotted fruit. Nothing has structure. It's okay. That's what it's like in Grumpland. Things are just wobbly. Oh my goodness. Okay. What else? What else? Do I have other stuff in here? Just a bag of some sort. Okay. Fan of a floppy bag. Just shadow. I'm in the realm of shadow stuff. It's like, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. All right, there. That's fine. Did it. Action. Casey Snow art. I want to see more of the baby griffin, like with the headphones. Oh, a request. Nice. I have a favorite piece of, I don't think I'll be able to find it, of Casey's. It's like this little guy. She put on her emote. Oh, scrolling down her Instagram feed for older art. Oh, I could do what Josh told me to do. He's like, what do you say? Hold on. Right click and open the new tab. Okay, Josh from the way back. Gonna come in clutch. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. I've got like too many stuff on my mouse pad. Okay. I'm gonna find my favorite KCPs. Maybe. That's a big talk for someone who doesn't know how to open a new tab. Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, it's right there. Hold on. Joshua. If you only knew how helpful you've been. Okay. Step 2. Make it pop up. Okay, let's see. What? Oh, and you just pop up automatically on the vertical. Oh, you did it everywhere? I'm in studio mode. That's supposed to be secret. Okay, this is my favorite Casey piece. I don't know what this is. I just like, it's so like emotional. Thanks for the showcase. No, thank you for being awesome. I used him, the Griffin guy, I used him as a part of a comic pitch. I can see if I can find it. If you want comic pitch, tell me about that. It's only a book dummy and like 5 pages long, but the agent who asked, well, you are telling me, see, just keep reading. But the agent who asked me to make it wasn't interested. Them's the breaks, right? I got a lot of, I got a couple no's on Grump and I just self-published. Like, I'll do it myself. I've printed it a few times now and I keep selling, but I need to do book 2. So my point is, with, you might be able to self-publish after you do all your live stuff and you got time to breathe. Maybe that could be something you could do with your stream. Raise a little bit of money to self-publish. There's a link to the comic pitch in my Instagram highlights if you scroll through, but I can also send you the direct link if you want to see. The pitch page only shows 4 pages of the story, but I have a couple of hard copies I keep on hand when I go to cons, just in case an agent asks. Look at that. I love it. Oh! And that goes over there. I've thought about self-publishing. I probably have to kickstart it for the funding or something, so I am broke. Yeah, kickstarting is a perfectly reasonable and helpful thing. That's what I used to do the digital version of Grump, and then later on I just saved up to just print it out. Where cursor? Hello? Okay. Okay, so this is fine. You're fine here? Everything's good. Okay, got it. Everything's good. Yeah, like this artist here, Matteo Scalera, his most latest book was kickstarted, funded of course, because he's super famous. But yeah, everyone's doing that kind of stuff. It's helpful. I've heard taxes on crowdfunded projects can be a nightmare though. I had a friend who had to hire a tax lawyer because the IRS tried to come after her for more money after her campaign funded. Yeah, I think that's probably why Kickstarters have kind of high seeming funded goal levels, because the people who are trying to not get any trouble, they're not only factoring in how much the thing is going to cost to produce, they have to factor in the shipping and how much of a cut Kickstarter takes, how much of a cut the payment processor takes, and then the taxes. So then that everything just goes, kind of, the price goes up. But if you do it as carefully as you can hopefully avoid too much trouble. One of my backer rewards is I offered commissions for people. Like I would draw them or their loved one or whoever in a Grump style. It took me a long time to draw those. So that was a hard thing. I don't think I would do a commission backer reward again, because I still had pages to draw. So it was like, ah. Yes, it helps to have a company to work with or a good accountant, says Chris. Okay, we're gonna finish this kitchen. We're gonna finish the kitchen. Yeah, look, I can finish the kitchen. I'll go just above the junk. I think I could do this. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at this book again just to refresh my memory. The Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Okay. Hold on. So I think I'll just keep this simple and just do a tiny bit of a little shadow under the ledge of the countertop. Okay, so drawer, leg, drawer, table leg, drawer, table leg, drawer. Perfect. And then cutting board. Hold on. It just makes it fussy in this area. Okay. That. What else? Should I start figuring out this? I have to bring out the ellipse. Traumatized. Okay. Skinnier. Skinny? I feel like it's this skinny. I feel like it's in between 15 and 30. We'll try 15. Is that the right area? Okay. There's a line here. There's lines here. Line up the line with the line and line. It's all there. Line, line, line. What else do I got? Hold on. I want to make another little feature in the middle. Okay. Then what? So these hang down parts should just be vertical with everything else. And then circles for the bulbs. And then, okay, well, I didn't really do a good job at that. That's right, that's how it is. And then there's like the little pull string. Okay, yeah, maybe. What else we got? Circle-ish. Where do I want it to be? I guess I have a line here, so maybe I'll target that as the center of bulbs. You know what? That's just how it is. That's how they made them back in the day. Yes, it's a thing. It's a whole lot. Don't worry about it. Okay. We'll figure that out. It'll be glorious in the finished piece. Garbage is behind there. Garbage is in front of here. Let me dig in, but at least plan where it is. The basin of the sink. Book 1, Grump definitely didn't have a garbage disposal, so there it is. And then something plumbing. Garbage is in front of it. Here we'll put a little buckety type of deal here. Want to make it too dark since I'm erasing whatever ends up being behind some of the garbage. Okay. Let's see. Book 1 didn't have many window dressings, so I'll just leave it at that. Crispy, water damage, whatever. This is not at all on the page. Page ends is gonna get cropped right here. I have to keep reminding myself, this is where it ends. Hold on, right there. So we'll put in as much water damage as I want. None of that's gonna be on the finished product. So why? It's cracked, weird. Okay, that's fine. trim. Glorious trim. I was looking at some of the other things, thinking, oh, the other drawings of rooms. I'm like, what is missing? Why does it just look weird? It's the trim. There's every little edge where the wall meets a doorway or the ceiling. I mean, not always the ceiling, but it just kind of looks like a more finished room. And it's not that hard to do. You already have the lines in for where the wall meets the ceiling. Just put 2 more. There's trim. Ta-da! Grime, dirt, smush, smut, whatever, in the little corners. What's this? Oh, that's a little fly. Put a fly coming out of the what do you call it? Coffee table garbage. Okay, so I'll make this line a little darker. This is the edge of the kitchen. This room right here, this is the room where the penny adventure happened. So this right here, yeah, well actually that is that. So this, we don't know what that is. We're just gonna leave it. This is this, that is that, and don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Yeah, it's a room. Okay, so let's see. I'm not sure what I should do to this kitchen ceiling. I don't want to put anything crazy. I'll have to figure that out. Like I'm not putting a tin roof, tin ceiling. They look cool. That's a little much for this house. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Shadow. All right. It's Fairmount Kitchen Adventure. Nice. Needs work. Some stuff was figured out. Some problems solved. Ugh. No ice cream tonight. But let's see. Let's see what we could do. Is there? I never raid. Let's see. I always mess it up somehow. Oh, I do love me some See Not Bush, but he might be doing something. I don't know. let's see. All right. Thanks for streaming. It was lovely to work along with you. Oh, Casey, I'm so glad you finally made it. And I remember you said that you were trying to like come around one of these days. So I'm happy you did. And yeah, check out that book. Let's see. Understanding Comics. I got all my stuff covered. Understanding Comics. This is the worst showcase of a book ever. Scott McCloud. It's a pretty well reviewed book. Add it to my book list. Yes, do that. Without saying hi in chat and missing the live show. Wow. I never look at the lurkers, because I end up, I started the thing by banning my mod. So I try not to click on stuff. Oh, wow. Oh, thanks, Chris. There's the book for anybody else who wants to have a look at it. 800 lines of code written and debugged during the stream. Yay! Hooray! Everybody's working. Yeah, it was I'm like, there's people here. So everybody's busy. Good. Everyone's doing their thing. I'm happy to hear it. Okay, so happy to have found you, says. Is that old? Oh no, it isn't. Bungalow, you're still here. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna try to raid. I'm gonna do the thanks for watching. And I'm going to see if I can't figure out this raid thing. I should be better at it by now, but you know what? We all figure things out. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, so C. Notbush, fantastic sculptor. I'm sure you guys already know who this is. If you don't, go say hi. I don't ever have a raid message, so choose your own adventure, and we'll try to do this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it, and thanks for the raid and the follow. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. All right, take care.